The most dangerous manipulators rarely raise their voices. They don't need to.
Nope.
Because control doesn't always begin with intimidation. Sometimes it begins with a single sentence, a sentence so ordinary you don't even realize it's changing the way you think. I am the Stickman from Nowhere. I observe human behavior, and after watching thousands of conversations, I've noticed the same pattern again and again. Today, I'll show you 3 phrases that can quietly shift guilt, responsibility, and self-doubt onto you without you even noticing. Pay close attention, because they all rely on the same psychological trick. Before we look at the phrases, you need to understand one thing. Manipulation rarely starts with control. It starts with confusion. The goal isn't to force you to obey. The goal is to make you question your own judgment. Once that happens, you begin doing their work for them. Now let's see how it happens. Phrase 1. Look what you made me do. Imagine this. Someone loses their temper. They shout, slam the door. A few minutes later, they say, "Look what you made me do." Notice what just happened. Only seconds ago, their behavior was the issue. Now, your behavior has become the topic. Without realizing it, the conversation has been redirected. Instead of asking why they acted that way, you start wondering whether you caused it. Healthy people take responsibility for their actions. Manipulative people often redirect responsibility before accountability ever begins. One sentence, a completely different conversation. Phrase 2. I was just joking. Now imagine someone makes a joke at your expense. Everyone laughs. You feel uncomfortable, so you say something. Immediately, they reply, "Relax, I'm just joking." By itself, that sentence proves nothing. Humor is complicated. People misunderstand each other all the time. But pay attention when the same pattern repeats. Someone hurts you, then dismisses your reaction instead of trying to understand it. Over time, something changes. You stop trusting your feelings. You begin wondering, maybe I'm overreacting. That quiet self-doubt is often far more powerful than the original insult. Phrase 3. If you really cared about me. This one is perhaps the hardest to recognize, because it sounds like love. If you really cared about me, you would do this. You wouldn't say no. You'd prove it. Notice what's happening. The discussion is no longer about whether the request is reasonable. The discussion becomes whether you're a good person. Your character is suddenly put on trial. And now, you're defending your love instead of evaluating the request itself. Healthy relationships don't require constant proof of loyalty. Mutual respect doesn't grow from guilt. It grows from honest communication. Did you notice what all 3 phrases have in common? None of them directly force you to do anything. Instead, they quietly change the question inside your mind. Instead of asking, was their behavior acceptable? You begin asking, is something wrong with me? That shift is where manipulation begins. The words themselves are not magic. Some people say them without harmful intentions. But when these phrases become repeated patterns, combined with guilt, dismissal, or pressure, they deserve your attention. The strongest manipulators don't steal your freedom. They convince you to hand it over yourself. That's why awareness matters. Not to make you suspicious of everyone, but to help you recognize unhealthy patterns before they become unhealthy relationships. I am the Stickman from Nowhere. I don't judge people by isolated words. I watch repeated patterns of behavior, because patterns reveal character. If you want to understand the hidden psychology behind everyday conversations, subscribe. Until next time, stay observant, stay sharp.